Greetings, fellow Wendigos. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to episode 86 of Wendigos, which originally streamed live on Twitch. Yeah, the heal mech serum is one of those things that, as Viper jokes about taking more go juice and, you know, blowing up his brain. The Biosculpt pods obviously don't heal chemical damage, so the heal mech serum are still one of the only ways to deal with chemical damage as a result of heavy drug use or just unfortunate one-off drug use. So that would have been one of the reasons to accept that quest for the for heal mech serum, but of course we accepted it for the architect time. Which reminds me, I probably need to do that. It actually doesn't give me that much time. It only gives me 12 days, so someone should start moving because it is a 6-day journey. So I'll get that on that in a second. So that is 400 human leather, and I think I'm gonna send Apollo to go do that, even though he's one of our smiths. Oh, and you got an infection. That sucks. It's on an arm. Not that big of a deal. Yeah, heal mech can cure anything except for Luciferium addiction. It's the only thing it cannot cure. It can't cure a dead body, I guess, so it can't cure death, technically, but I think you all sort of deduced that as another thing it can't cure. But everything but a Luciferium addiction and death, heal mech can manage. So you lopped off an entire arm, it can heal the arm. You have chemical damage, it can heal the chemical damage. You have cirrhosis, you have, you name it. They're called headifs. In RimWorld code, in RimWorld jargony code, any headif, except for Luciferium, can be removed. Luciferium can be removed, but only in technically yes, but like not in reality. It's not really worth me explaining. But there is a very unique situation to which even Luciferium addiction can be removed, but not in a way that is going to be helpful to 99.999% of players out there. But unfortunately, Porlino, technically Luciferium is not forever. There is a situation where you can remove it, which is crazy to me, but it is true. Is fences or barriers better to use in a kill box to slow raids? Well, fences would be cheaper to construct. And another? Why are you? I mean, I guess a bear did tear into you, so it does stand a reason why you're so infected. But so to answer your question, fences are very, very cheap to construct, very fast to construct, and would work pretty well. But so yeah, I would actually say go ahead and use fences if you want. There's definitely some advantages to fences with their expense. So in this setup here, if I had steel fences, they obviously wouldn't have the hit points that the steel barricades would have, so that they would burn out and get destroyed quicker if I set them on fire, but then I could reconstruct them quicker. So one will, oh, we got a raid. And it's not even a raid here. Okay. Oh no. Hey, it's the mecha nerd. It's the Kuniki is the mechanoid nerd. Well, enjoy raiding, whatever. Fences from jade are good for beauty. Yes, that is true. Anything out of jade is good for beauty, though. Jade is just ridiculously beautiful. All right, looks like you guys want IDs or mortars, so I'm just gonna pick one over the other. Go with IDs first. Now that she has been converted, let's feed find meals, so that we can recruit a little bit more easily. And Shredder should be able to preach health because although she's not one of our members, she's of our ideology. It is the only requirement to be able to use these moral guides because although she hasn't been fully recruited, she is, you know, she believes in our ideology. So that's a big help. All right. So Apollo, I did want to send you southbound. Let's have you walk down here for a second. And it's going to be Apollo and the 2 horses. So we do it really, really quick. Human leather was 400. And then I'm going to send 400 rice. 25 meals. Apollo isn't a Lucy addict, as far as I know. We'll do some tea, ambrosia. And I'm not going to send any silver. The reason is they won't have restocked. I could send chem fuel, or should have sent chem fuel so that I could rebuild the... actually, what is Apollo's construction skill? Because I'm not even sure Apollo... Yeah, no, Apollo can't even rebuild the pods to get sent home. So someone else is going to have to go and do that for him. Or her, actually. So the chem fuel, another builder, and maybe potentially some materials to do the rebuilding will have to be sent separate. All right, launch. Try to get them straight into the horse pen, if possible. Whee! Okay, well, Apollo made it into the horse pen. So that's something, I guess. All right, so we are going to just haul things away, and then once the things are hauled away a little bit, I'll check in and start a run down to Hope Harassers, I believe they are. So resistance is dropping pretty quickly. The low mood, can we address this? Intense pain, can't really help with that. Led by Liberator, or Liberator. Well, that's your fault for not converting. You're naked, boo-hoo. You're also a prisoner, I can't really help you there. I could, I guess, put clothing in there. Let's try that. So button-down shirt and pants. See if we drop that in there and she'll wear it. Zeno, thank you for the gifted 5 subs. What do I think of the Villain Expanded Ideology mod? Never used it, have no opinion. Most mods that you'd ask me about, if you haven't seen me use them on stream, chances are I've never used them. And don't plan to unless I have a series that calls for it. Generally speaking, I'm a vanilla player. So unless a series requires mods, I don't use mods as a general rule of thumb, unless I'm vetting them for a future series. If I ever get an autochem thing, one of the things that I have noticed ever since maybe RimWorld 1.2 and the introduction of royalty is those rewards are almost never offered. I almost never see them anymore. And if you're curious what I'm talking about, it would be things like the infinite chem fuel. What is it called? Infinite chem fuel something generator, or the vanometric power cell. now that there are unstable power cells, the Venometric power cell is obviously not as special as it used to be. But those rewards I almost never see offered anymore, and I'm not really sure what changed about that. But here, let me show you the list. So the infinite chem reactor, Venometric power cell, psychic emanator. These things, I don't see them pop up as much. Perhaps because there are just so many new pieces of clothing, items, side trainers, etc., persona weapons, so on and so forth, that due to the additional inclusion of so much more content, that they're just statistically less likely to show up, or maybe someone put a thumb on the scale and actually made that change happen. I don't know which is which. All I know is I just don't see them very often, and I'm rather surprised because they were pretty cool. But the Infinite Chem Reactor, what it does is you have to power it up, and if memory serves, it's 300 watts, and every week it makes a stack of chem fuel, or like 50 chem fuel, something like that, which is pretty cool. All right, Raptor. Let me update my focus. We are going to search ancient dangers. So Raptor, I'm going to send you here. Bring some fine meals, medicine, and one spare Lucy. Maybe go juice, ambrosia, tea, and beer. Well, I don't want to saddle you with too much weight, so I'll just bring the go juice in case you get messed with. Send. Because we have rough living, I don't really need a bed or anything like that. What is a vanilla player? Vanilla is the concept of playing a game unmodded or very lightly modded. So, for instance, the series Architects that I've been running, I play with so few mods that most people, even though there are technically mods, most people would consider it a vanilla series for all intents and purposes. Okay, IEDs are done. It tied with mortars, so I'm just going to get mortars next, and that will allow me to make shells. Not that I've really been using shells. Raptor, I believe, has medicine. Yeah, has 5 medicine on her, so she doesn't need any medicine. She has 3 assigned to her, and then she's carrying another 2. That's, I think, plenty. Apollo is now done, hence the idle sign. So let's get down to the Hope Harassers, and then on the way home, I can check whatever this settlement is called to see it about restock. So 400 leather, which is exactly the amount I need to supply. We'll bring all the Gojus so that no one can steal it from home while I'm away. And I'll bring the silver that's laying here, because why not? It seems silly not to. It doesn't weigh very much. It weighs 6 kilograms, which is not going to significantly change the speed of which that we take to get there. And then fine meals. Now it is, I don't know how many days of travel this is, but I'm definitely gonna oversend food just in case it route travel 3 days actually. So we want like 6 days. All right, 7 days of food. Won't cut it that close, and allows us to move 23 map tiles a day. Now, I hope I've calculated this correctly, and the horses will be okay in the external temperatures, because if they're not, that's bad news, but we'll see. Pupper treats. Yoda. Okay, so Raptor's caravanning over to an ancient danger in order to try to find some additional Luciferium or whatever else might be in there. We're almost done with Zaleb's monstrous arms. I think we just have 2 or 3 more advanced components yet to make with Shredder, who's asleep. The other thing I wanted to ask is, should I check the other northern settlement for sidecasts? So that you know you're voting on, it would be me potting all the way up here to Light Skinners. I've actually never been to Light Skinners. I've never visited. But it's possible that they sell sidecasts like Far Skip. But the caveat is, it is a 17-day journey home, or almost 18 days home, which is an entire season. In real life, that would be like 9, there would be like 100 days. So it's a very, very long travel. And in a pinch, what I could do is I could send out materials to Pod back home, but that's rather expensive. All right, so Mallet's just about home. He'll be home in just seconds. Apollo is heading out to the edge of the map tile. Yep, Mallet just got back. So Mallet is now bringing in the Lances, the Far Trainer Skip, another triple launcher, a whole bunch of silver that I bought. That's a good haul there. And I think what I'm going to send is... Ooh, who should I send out to here? Assaultus, you have you have an advanced bionic leg and a regular bionic leg. You move pretty fast. I might send you. You have a social of 0, so maybe I should reconsider. Actually, most of our Wendigo have socials that are nearly 0. Oh my god, look at all of them. Assaultus 0, Callie 4, Marauder 0, Iguven 0, Dux 0, Zleb incapable, Barbara 4, Eli 2, Moles 5, Fangface 1, Mallet 4, Viper 5, Shredder 12, but he's our main smith, so it's not like he's about to go on the jaunt like that. Slast 1, Glitch 15. We are very socially incapable, which I think works for us. All right, I just gave Tusker a Holly? What? And cheers. Cheers, Crimson. Hi, come on up. I need to pet you. Yeah, we do have social for the rituals and for wardening. So we're not totally incapable of social, but obviously we don't really care that much about it as Wendigo. So, Viper, do you want to go? The risk of sending Viper... Oh, Viper's lurking, so maybe I shouldn't ask Viper. If anyone in chat that owns a character wants to go... Oh, no, you're here. If anyone in chat owns a character, Viper says he wants to go. So the risk of sending Viper, of course, is I run out of Luciferium on the way, but let's try not to have that happen. So I'll send Viper out to Light Skinners and see about trade. So here is a full pod. VIPE. It is a 17-day travel. I think what I'm going to do is at least assign a bison to you, because the bison is going to speed you up. So I'm going to assign Mahai Goku. That's going to require us to send some additional rice or other food for the bison, which is fine. That's okay. All right, 17 days of food, because it's only a one-way trip. And then, as I said, you're going to need some spare Luciferium for the long trip. And then, although you are chemically interested, I'm going to give you some light drugs that are not going to cause you to do self-harm, for entertainment, because it is your only source of entertainment for quite some time. The other thing I probably want to do for you is to switch off of that big Gatling gun, crank gun you have there, because this crank gun has a movement speed penalty, which just makes you take longer on a caravan. So I'm going to switch you over to a lighter rifle, one of these Pharaoh rifles, just because you'll get home sooner. Makes sense. All right, cool. Apollo. So here's what's really cool. We have a mech cluster. Our ETA to destination was originally 6.2 days, and it dropped to like 3 days because of all the horses. One of the things I might be able to do in the future is to give bionic legs to the horses to see if that helps as well, but we'll vote on that sometime in the future when it becomes relevant. All right, where's the cluster? Northeast. Looks like an H. Whoa, Jesus. A droner for males. Oh boy. Yeah. Assembler for Scyther, Pikeman, Lancer, one low shield, one high shield. I only have 2 mortars, and I don't have mortars researched, so it's not like it. Well, I could technically hit it with an EMP, and then. So, One way to deal with this is to have Glitch send someone invisible up here and launch a Doomsday launcher this way. That could be fun. The Doomsday launcher is obviously going to melt the unstable power cells, which then will train trigger. The only problem is I would need to send 2 EMP shells to knock out the low shield before I launch. That's a possibility. The other possibility, I mean, there's other possibilities of dealing with that as well. Calling in allies or psycasts or whatever. There is 6 centipedes and probably a lot more in these mech capsules. And then there is a whole lot of proximity activators. They do have a huge blind spot this way. I could stand here because the proximity activators don't work through walls. I could literally stand here and they wouldn't even be woken up. So let's go ahead and set this up as a don't stand there zone. So new area, avoid. And I have a little bit of time until this thing wakes up. So I am not extraordinarily worried. As far as schedules go, everybody's going to be set to avoid except for Viper, but Viper's about to leave this map tile, so that's not a big deal. Kellyan, thank you for the resub. And Byron, thanks for the gift. And Shellbell as well. So the droner wakes up in 14 days. The whole thing probably wakes up at some point. Oh, countdown activator, 2 days. That's faster than I thought. Okay, so I have a very limited amount of time to deal with this. There's only 1 mech call-down beacon, so, Oh, did I? Oh, hold on. I made a mistake. 1 second. I need to invert this, because right now they're all traveling to it instead of avoiding it. Easy. I was like, why are they all walking out? Yeah, that was easy one to solve. Everybody run to the cluster. No, Fangface didn't get the memo. Yeah, turn around, thanks. Alright, so 2 days. Yeah, I'm thinking. So I have a Doomsday launcher I could use. The Psycasts would be really powerful, as would Insanity Lances. I don't have any EMP shells, and without mortars researched first... Actually, no, I do have the ability to make EMP shells, don't I? Yeah. Yeah. Let's make a small batch of EMP shells. That'll open up some options. So the EMP shells are to knock out the low shield so I can get projectiles through. And then the whole Doomsday solution can become viable again. I have 2 days to deal with this. So another thing that I wanted to do is to make a sniper rifle, or 2. Make a few. Treader, you are going to be a busy dude. Unfortunately, EMP shells cost components, and I don't have a lot of components. but and Apollo is the other one that would be helping with components, and he is away. And then Raptor, I'm actually just gonna have turn around. I think I'd rather have a full roster for this fight than be down a person. Although I am technically going to be down a person because Viper is on his way out, but I'm not going to cancel that. You're never going to leave the base, are you? Oh, I don't know. The new person's a smith. Apollo might become skilled enough. It's possible. It's, yeah, I mean, albeit unlikely unless we finish with all crafting and bionics. But if we get far skip, you're far more likely to leave. It's that I don't want you deployed for a lengthy period of time. Oh boy, did we slag smelt everything now? Of course we did. Well, we're about to get more slag, so that's fine. So once we have Farscape, we can attack distant targets and then teleport home. And that way, you'll be able to be used in combat a lot more effectively and frequently. All right, Viper, good luck. Wow, that is literally at the edge of our distance here. I didn't realize how far that was. Alright, so here's the sniper rifles. The amount of sniper rifles that we already have is 5, so that's a decent amount. The more the merrier, so that we could take out the centipedes, which there is at least 6, probably more. And we came all this way for a stun trainer. I mean, they have triple launchers that I could buy if I sent silver out and a shock lance. 3876. Yep, that's the only thing I want to buy. Got it. Well, okay. Now we know, right? 3876. All right. So pod launch silver 3876 accept. Ooh, well, that's great news, Cheese. They're replacing it, no questions asked. It must have been a soldering problem. Cheese's GPU burned out, likely playing New World, and it's a known issue with bad solder connections that burns out the GPUs for New World. So, hey, if you've had hardware problems, could be a thing. Yeah, that's a bad burn. I know. Caravan idle. Viper. Yeah, you're waiting for silver. That's why. We're getting it loaded. Just you wait. Done. Give to the caravan. And we are completely out of components, which means that Shredder, that is the only sniper rifle you'll be making, because there's not going to be time to make another one. Who put Viper in the corner? Oh, public polling did. Hey, Zero. Bad game code. Amazon has some faults in it too. Yes. Yeah. Like not frame limiting, etc. Alright, well at least it wasn't a full loss. The trade, this breakers won't be restocked by the time we get home. The trip will take 14.6 days, a little bit sped up thanks to the bison. And, ooh, Shredder, you have a shoot frenzy. I'm definitely be using your and Eguven's frenzies for sure. And Randall Thor and Byron, thank you for gifting out subs. Cheers. I made coffee good today. Alright, so once this sniper rifle is done, I'll probably do a combat command and Celeste a marksman command, and maybe even Cowley a marksman command, double marksman command so they overlap onto one another. Probably not, actually. Just use one and not the other. And I think what I'm going to do is, should I use the Doomsday as a combat opener? Do you think I should bother EMPing out their low mech shield and initially hitting them with a Doomsday launcher? Or, not? It's up to you. I'll leave it up to you. If not, I would likely use an Insanity Lance to hit key centipedes that are poised to do a whole lot of damage, like this centipede here, who is standing next to 2 unstable power cells, and this centipede here is standing next to 1 unstable power cell, with Insanity Lances turning them insane, causing them to probably cause a lot of collateral damage. As all of the turrets shoot at these centipedes, they're inevitably going to clip the unstable power cells, and then that's going to trigger an explosion, and I could do that relatively cheaply with just Insanity Lances. Why the Lances over the Berserks? If I use traditional Berserks and these centipedes wander, you know, they might not be next to the unstable power cells. But if I Lance them, they won't move. I of course, could skip them into the positions they should be in, but it's generally easier to Lance. Oh, another thing I need to do is current outfit. Brawler. New. We're just going to call this the Glitch outfit. So glitch casting, let's call it. So this is going to be nothing 51 under, no tainted, and we are going to allow L-Tech Skullcap, Prestige Cataphract Helmet, Shield Belt, L-Tech's Robe Shirt Vest, Locust Armor, Pants, Button-down Shirt, and we'll see how he changes his clothes. Oh, don't, stop doing that. Reset. No, stop. Just stop all of it. Yeah, there we go. It is too bad that I don't have the like kamikaze Doomsday launcher that the Feral Faction Pack introduces. So you guys say, yeah, use it as an opener. Alright. Probably tomorrow morning. It is right now 1 p.m. in the game, and tomorrow morning I'll do that as an opener. And let her rip. Alright, so Gallo is now wearing clothing, dropping resistance 5 whole points in a day in 1 chat, which is like super crazy good. And that must be that the needs are met, and they are. So, you're welcome. Yeah, Madness would be a cool weapon opener, for sure. Who just got home? Raptor. Alright, so Raptor got home from abandoning the Ancient Dangers. So, defending against the cluster is the current priority, and then we'll pivot back over to the Ancient Danger as soon as we're done. So Glitch, you I'm actually gonna say glitch casting. No, what are you wearing underneath that? Alright, I'm gonna take out the button-down shirt from that queue, so that you use L-Tex. And you don't even seem to be doing that. Ah, whatever. I'm not going to force you. Your Psychic Strength is maxed. Yes. I'm going to say wear the skull cap instead of the helmet. So L-Tech skull cap, yes. Prestige Cataphract helmet, no. So when Glitch is Psycast focused, I'll have him don more L-Tech stuff, allowing him to cast stronger. I don't want to ditch the Locust armor, because the Locust armor is a really powerful tool in order to dominate enemies. As much as I would like to wear the robe and the vest, the Locust armor is where it's going to be at. Zone for Raptor? Smart. I don't think anyone was going to go over here anyway, because there's nothing to pick up or do in this spot, so it's not not likely that anyone would interact over there, but it's wise for me to make sure. The sniper rifle that we made, so we have 6 of them now. We made an excellent one. Not bad. Has a little bit of art. Fearful Toad. This weapon is engraved with a representation of a cowboy wearing a boot. Nice. The work has a Baroque feeling and a static structure. Strikingly, a demon. Oh, here we go. This is Wendigo. In the upper part of the image reminds the viewer of starvation. Yes, okay, this is true. We are starvation demons. I can get behind that. We are just one boot. Yeah, it's only one boot because we're nibbling on the other foot. There's a snake in my boot. All right, Gallo. So soon we'll have the raffle for Gallo, which will be pretty cool. And we'll figure out who will be Eli's wife. I was gonna wait until the power arm is done. But we need 3 more advanced components for that, so it's gonna be a little while. I'm also out of plasteel. We burned our whole supply of plasteel. So one thing I might want to do in the future is to send a miner down to our trade outpost to mine this compacted plasteel node and pod that plasteel home, because we are bingo plasteel. Now, this mech cluster will yield plasteel, so, you know, we're not. We're going to have some soon. But I think that's going to be one of the problems of trying to get any more bionics is the expense. It is very expensive. So Gallo is now wearing clothing. I'm just going to haul the rest of the stuff out of there. Isaltus just got a shoot frenzy. So with all of these shoot frenzies, I'm going to make sure that my snipers are the ones with the frenzies. So, Cheese, you're always complaining about not being fielded in the battle. You're going to get the legendary sniper rifle because you have a shoot frenzy and your shooting skill is 18. So you're going to be absolutely ripping those mechanoids up. Saldus also has a shoot frenzy, and I'm going to give Saldus the excellent sniper rifle. And then Ven also has a shoot frenzy. I'm going to give a good sniper rifle. Celeste should take one. And Cowley should take one. And Raptor should take one. So now we have our sniper squad. It's too bad that the Feral Faction Pack didn't... I mean, I suppose I could mod it myself, but the Feral Faction Pack does not include a sniper rifle equivalent weapon. The anti-material rifle is more like a charge lance than a sniper rifle, so there is no sniper rifle equivalent, which would be really cool for us to be able to use. Where'd this cape come from? Does any... I don't know, whatever. Ain't my problem. I just don't remember crafting a cape out of camel hide. Oh, maybe it was a trade caravan where the animals died and that spilled out. But even then, I don't know why it would be undamaged. Seems strange to me. Okay. Whoa, Shellbell. Thank you for all the gifted subs. Turning pink. Look at all those gifted subs. Oh, I didn't realize Velocity Girl was lurking. Hi, Velocity. Always a pleasure to have you in here, too. So used to just having a trust and lurk. But you are the one of the gifted few. So I did say in the morning, because I want the light level advantage of fighting the mechanoids, and you guys did vote on the Doomsday Opener. So for me to work on that Doomsday Opener, I need to load in EMP shells only. Well, not only, but I do need to hit the mech cluster initially with EMP shells. And what an EMP shell will do The EMP shell will get launched over here, and then once it enters the radius, the sphere of influence of the High-Mech shield, the first shell will impact the High-Mech shield, knocking it out to allow for another mortar shot to land. And then the second mortar shot, I hope, to hit the low-mech shield, so that I can disable the low-mech shield and then nuke them. If I can't, I can always have Glitch skip the Doomsday launcher just inside, like right here, maybe, just inside the low-mech shield to launch internally, and then skip them out. That is a possibility, but it's going to be a delicate situation, and I don't. Do I have any volunteers of who wants to do the launching? Because I don't necessarily. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're going to die in the process, but it's a little dangerous. Luckily, we do have the Locust armor to jet ourselves out of there. Shellball said, "I'll launch it." There's some logistical problems with it. You don't have thumbs. Maybe I'll have Ducks do it. Ducks, you want to do it? You probably don't, but I'm gonna have you do it anyway. So let's pop the Doomsday launcher out of this pod. And Ducks, when you're up, go grab it. So Gallo's resistance has been broken entirely. Glitch, I'm gonna have you meditate. Meditate upon the battle. You say, yeah, sure. All right, perfect. And as soon as it's light out, we go. Go for broke. Here's the thing is, even if he does die, we still have 3 Resurrector Mech Serum, so death is not death unless your body goes poof. Which could happen. It happened in the Keepers of the Garland Grove. But, you know, it's unusual that happens. So, the resurrection, 4 more days until we know Gallo is clear of potential health problems as a result of the resurrection. I could have done a prediction had I thought of it ahead of time, but I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any problems with it. And I'm going to pause the chem fueling because we're out of rice, or nearly out of rice. I don't want to use the last of my rice for anything. All right, so Ducks, you've got the Doomsday launcher. It is 5 in the morning. We're just about ready. So what we're going to be doing is Ducks and Glitch are going to get in position over here. All the snipers. The external temperatures are actually really cold. Hang on a minute. Ducks, Audible. Or change of plans. Audible's like a football term, and someone on YouTube comments was like, what does that even mean? And I was like, oh, yeah, it's very much an Americanism that not everyone's going to understand. An audible is when a quarterback changes the play right before the play happens so that you can do something a little differently. I am going to want a Toque for Glitch. I don't want to take off the armor. I don't think he's going to freeze out there in the short amount of time that he's out there, but I'm going to want a quick Toque for him anyway. Keep him warm. And then all of my snipers here are also going to don parkas. Shredder, you're going to wait a second because you're busy making the Toque. Because it is very, very, very cold out, and I'm a little worried about my snipers freezing as their comfortable temperatures are higher than the current ambient temperature outside. And we really don't need hypothermia to deal with as we fight. Alright, so the Toque is done. And the reason I'm going for a Toque is I really would like Glitch to stay in his Locust armor. And the Toque is going to be enough alone to be able to allow him to cast. So now we're all parkered up. Well, almost. Shredder's the last one to do it. And done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be 8, shouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I just can't count. That's, today I learned the Arabic, or the how to count Arabic numbers. All right, northbound we go. So then the other thing I'm gonna need is, some people to man the EMP mortars, so that we can knock out their defenses. All right, and they're both ready to fire. I'm gonna say set force target right here. They're set to hold fire, so they're not gonna immediately fire just yet. My snipers are going to stand at maximum range, ready to drop shots on this pikeman, and then whatever else comes to mess with us. And yeah, I think we're ready-ish. Oh, Zaleb, what are you? Oh, you're stealing someone's armor. Yeah, of course you are. You're like, hey, masterwork armor left on the ground. That's mine. All right, I think a little further back. Given the duration that Marksman Command lasts, well, I'll trigger it right when I'm ready to go. But right here will put us in range of the pikeman and basically nothing else. We will be just outside the range of the auto turret. Both of them. Wow, I did that perfectly, didn't I? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The mini slugger will be able to shoot at us, but mini sluggers don't do too much damage, so that's not that much of a problem. And then Inferno turret, we're out of range as well. I think I'm actually going to draw the line here, like the do not pass, don't go past their line. Ducks can probably walk into his shot spot, and then what I'll do is I'll have Glitch stand behind the wall here, ready to drop invisibility on it. Oh, really? 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 Why? Come on, Randy. Come on. Thank you for tuning in to the Wendigos, which originally streamed live on Twitch, November 28th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers and Patreon patrons and viewers like you for supporting the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.